Magomed Ankalaev believes Alex Pereira is overrated. He says that he's willing to fight Alex on the feet and not use his wrestling. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Ankalaev said it's been a good run so far in UFC, 12 fights, and obviously Alex Pereira got up there. He had 2-3 fights in the division, and he skyrocketed. Now he holds the title, and now I feel I deserve with all my past credentials to get a title shot. I'm definitely looking forward to this opportunity now. I don't know why people are saying he's going to move up to the actual heavyweight division. I don't see that. As a guy who has no wrestling, I think it's going to be very hard for him. Maybe just one fight. But I think once he came up to light heavyweight, he went through the division. But I'm still here. He didn't fight me. If you want to be the champion of the division, I think he definitely has to face me first. Then maybe he can consider other moves. With Alex, you just have to watch a couple of his past fights. With Jan Blachowicz, his wrestling was on the level, and Alex didn't have much to offer. Same with Uriah Adesanya. They're both strikers, but Adesanya was able to show him some wrestling. I think he is a great striker, but he's the kind of guy that always moves forward. And that's sometimes where he might make mistakes, where I might catch him. There is a strategy we have if he's going to be doing striking, but also if we add wrestling here, I think he doesn't stand a chance. And I have a few potential options how to finish him. He definitely has a strong punch, but overall his stand-up is overrated. Watch his fight with Jamal Hill. He had something to offer to counter him. Same in the fight with Prochazka. You can see he is also moving forward with the same style. He was lucky he didn't face serious opposition. Wrestling is there, but I'm ready to fight with him standing up, to test him out. As of now, we don't have any certain dates set. I do not have any problems with visa right now. I have a valid visa, so if it's going to be in the US, that's one option. I would love it to be in Abu Dhabi. That's a better place for me. Ian Garry thinks that anybody who believes MVP beat him at UFC 303 is full of shit. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Ian said livid, absolutely livid. It should have been done in the first round. There should have never been a second. There should have never been a third. It should have been Ian Machado Garry takes his back and subs him unconscious. That's what it should have been. I've already lost sleep over that, and I have this burning sensation in my brain that is just, it's the competitor in me. It's the perfectionist in me that goes, that was where the fight should have been done and dusted. You're full of shit. You need to go back and watch the fight. First round was mine. Here's the thing, there's more of a case to say that I won all 3 rounds than there is to say it was a draw. That's the way I look at it. First round dominated. No one in the world is arguing that. Third round, it's pretty obvious I won. I ended up on bottom somehow. It was just a weird exchange of punches. Ended up on bottom. I used elbows from the bottom. In tight, dirty. I had the damage when I was off my back. I went, okay, I'm going to stand up. Then I ended up taking him down, getting his back, and dusting him up a little bit. It wasn't a massive amount of damage, but there was absolutely nothing from MVP. Uriah Hall reveals that before he fought Sean Strickland, he was actually pushing for a fight with Darren Till. On the Jackson podcast, Uriah says that he believes the UFC was protecting Darren.
There was a lot of decisions that was made, and I was like, this is not fair. And they don't like when you say no, you know? Yeah, so it's like, all right, I got to do this shit. Like, when I fought Sean, I didn't want to fight Sean. And I was 8 at the time, and I'm like, give me top 5. I have 4 wins. And I was trying to get, what's that prick from Britain?
Yeah. Patty the Baddies?
No. The other British kid.
Michael Bisping.
No.
You said prick, so
he's a prick too.
No, he's cool. Michael Bisping cool.
No, I'm kidding. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Darren Till.
Darren Till. There you go.
Till.
Yeah.
And I was trying to fight him because he lost 4 fights in a row. I'm like, still ranking at 6 for. So I was like, well, give me this dude. I mean, I was hounding him because I knew I could beat him, and they were protecting it. I'm like, that's when I started to see it. I'm like, what? And they were like, give me Sean. Sean was 13 at the time, and I'm like, yeah, but he's Strickland. Strickland. And I didn't want to fight Sean. I'm like, yeah, he's behind me. Give me top 5 or give me 7. Something ahead of me. That's not fair. Something. I was like, all right, I'll do it.
Alexander Volkanovski says he is only interested in the title fight at featherweight. Volk says otherwise he'd like to fight at lightweight and mentions Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira as potential matchups.
I mean, look, for me right now, what excites me, so it's the things that excite me. In featherweight, it's just the belt. Obviously, the rematch and the belt, right? That's big. And then, to be honest, exciting big fight. I like that too. But it's weird. Featherweight, I'm still that competitor where, like, all right, this is my division. I'm getting it back. You know, I want that win back. You know, things like that. And so it's going to be there. But then lightweight, it's like, let's have some fun while we're waiting. Because I think they're probably going to do Max and Ilya. September, because I told the UFC I didn't want to fight till later in the year. Like I said, I really committed to that in my head. Now I started training. I'm like, I wish I didn't tell them that. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. So I did that, but I mean that's fair. I said, but now but I did say, look, I don't want to wait too long either. And I'm in a position now where if they do that and they want me to fight, lady, March or something, or April, I was like, oh well, all right, I'm going to fight a lightweight. Give me an exciting fight. So that's still exciting. Exactly. So I want an exciting fighter like, Charles Oliveira. I did call out Uriah after that one. I thought that, he's a great dude. We get along. I think he's a good man. And he's obviously a big fun fight. There's still history there with, mutual opponents we fought. He's used to fight at featherweight, things like that. And obviously a big name, fun fight that would be. So that exciting. Your Charles Oliveira's. There's an exciting fight that I would love to do while I'm waiting as well.
The boxing match between Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz goes down tonight. After the two had their face-off yesterday, Jorge's been getting absolutely roasted on social media. Fans do not think that Jorge looks in shape. Here's one of the top posts on X. It says, what the f*** is wrong with Jorge Masvidal's stomach? To read off the replies, pregnant, likely some gut issues but possibly PEDs, on the DC diet, and how people say he's in HGH. He has the physique of a college student that doesn't do sports. Here's another photo going around. The top comments say, bro looks bloated as f***. Oh hell nah, we getting scammed bruh. Looks like Ben Askren. He is not in shape, and bro looks drunk as f***. What do you guys think? Do you think Jorge looks that bad? Post your takes in the comments. Jon Jones recently announced on his Instagram that he'll be fighting Stipe Miocic on November 9th at MSG. In a recent interview, Stipe responded to critics who suggest that they're holding up the heavyweight division. Stipe says to stop crying. He went on to say, I get it. I'd feel the same way. But I'm not taking anything away from him. The UFC can do what they want. It is what it is. There's only one guy I want to fight, and it's Jon Jones. But at the same time, the UFC can pick who they want. I'm not holding up any division like everyone says. I don't care. Do what you want and stop crying. I'm not saying Aspinall is crying. I'm just saying fans and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to keep training, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Everyone thinks he's going to beat my ass. I don't like being told that. I like shutting people up. He's beatable. I know he is. Anyone is beatable, and I will be the first to do this. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Khamzat Chimaev getting accused of scamming his fans. The first one's from Zexter33. It says, crazy how Khamzat went from being talked about being a 3-weight champ to scamming his fans for money on Twitter. Biggest UFC fall off in 2024? The second one says, I cheat everybody. And the final one says, Khamzat Chimaev is about to make an appearance on CoffeeZilla. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.